Welcome to the session on lab programs of data science and its application. I'm Dr. Anita DB, Associate Professor from ATME College of Engineering, Mysore. Now I'm going to explain program 4 of data science and its application. So the statement of program 4 is, for the given data set mtcars.csv, write a Python code to plot a histogram to check the frequency distribution of the variable mpg, that is miles per gallon. So in order to write the program, first we need to download the data set, that is mtcars.csv, which is available in the Kaggle. So before writing the program, we have to do the followings. First one, sign into Kaggle, then download mtcars dataset. Once you downloaded the mtcars dataset, save this file, that is mtcars.csv file, in one of the folders in your PC. So then understand the dataset mtcars.csv, that is what is the size of the dataset and how many number of rows and how many numbers of columns and the names of rows and columns, etc. So if you understand the data set, then it is easy to write the program. Now this is the program along with the algorithm. So as per the given statement, so first thing we need to download the data set, then plot the histogram. And along with this, we need to import the necessary libraries. For this program, we need to import the library, that is matplotlib, then another library, pandas. Matplotlib is required for plotting any kind of data, that is plot in a different forms like line chart, bar chart, histogram, pie chart. So for all those things, we need the library matplotlib. Then the second library, that is pandas. So and pandas is required. So whenever we deal with the data set or the data frames. So the first two steps is import matplotlib and import pandas. So after importing the necessary libraries, then read the downloaded mtcars data set. Then after reading the mtcars data set, plot the histogram for the column mpg, that is miles per gallon. So this is the program. So from matplotlib, import pyplot as plt, then import pandas as pd, that is instead of writing pandas every time in the program, so we can use the short name for pandas as pd. Similarly, for pyplot, we can use plt. So then read the downloaded data set. For that, we have to use the function which is available in pandas library. So pd dot, in order to read the CSV file, so the function used is read underscore CSV. So pd dot read underscore CSV, and inside the parenthesis and the single quote, give the complete path of the file where you have stored the file. Then after reading the file, plot the histogram. So here the function hist is used to plot the histogram, and the function hist is available in pyplot. So the syntax is plt dot hist, then cars of mpg, that is car is nothing but we have stored the data set mtcars.csv in the variable cars, and it has many columns and many rows, and as per the statement we need to plot the histogram for only one variable, that is mpg. So cars of MPG. So it will give the histogram of MPG variable of empty cars. Then edge color is equal to white, color is equal to green, and bins is equal to 10. So while plotting the histogram along with that variable, so we need to give some extra parameters. That is edge color is equal to y, that is from one part to another part, there is a line, separating line that is in white color. Then color is equal to green. The entire histogram we will get in a green color. Then bins is equal to 10. So the range of the data, that is for the variable MPG, it will be splitted into 10 parts. That is nothing but bins. So if we execute the code, we will get the graph like this. So now from the graph, we can observe that, so in between two range of values, there is a white strip and the entire histogram is in green color. Then bins is equal to 10. So if you count these things, that is the separated range of values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we give bins is equal to 10, then it will divide the range into 10 parts. If we give bin is equal to 5, then it will divide the range into only 5 parts. Now explore more option. Yeah, as per the program statement, that is only 4-line program, but we can explore many things with that same program. So here I've included many concepts for that program. So the first thing, as I told, sign into Kaggle and download the mtcars dataset and save it in a particular path, because the dataset mtcars is available in Kaggle. Then import the necessary libraries or modules from the libraries. For that, for this program, we need two things. One is pyplot and another one is pandas. So pyplot is available inside the matplotlib library. So we need to use the code like this. From matplotlib, import pyplot as plt. Then the second one is import pandas as pd. So now we have included two libraries, matplotlib and pandas. So the next one is we need to read the data frame which is downloaded from the Kaggle. So for that, we have to use the function called as pd.read_csv. So pd.read_csv, and inside the parenthesis, you have to give the complete path where we have stored that mtcars data set. And read the file and save it in another variable called as cars. Even you can use mtcar itself, or you can use a different name also. Here I've used different variables, that is cars. Read the data set and save it in another variable called as cars. So then here print cars dot shape. So print cars dot shape, it will give you the size of the data set. Here the size of the data set is 32 rows and 12 columns. So you will get 32 space 12. When we execute the code for this line, the output is 32, 12. Then print cars. So print cars. So cars contain the complete data set. So print cars, it will print the entire data set, that is all 32 rows, that is 32 rows and 12 columns. So it will print the entire data or display the entire data set. Now moving on to the next line, that is instead of print cars, if we use print cars dot head of. So here cars dot head of, it will display the first 5 rows of the data set. So as the name itself indicates, head, that is cars dot head of, it will display the first 5 rows of mtcars data set. Then the next line, print cars dot tail. As the name itself indicates, it will display the last 5 rows of mtcars data set. So the next one is cars dot hist figure size is equal to 15, 15. Now, instead of plotting only the histogram of one variable, so we can plot the histogram of the entire data set. So we need to divide the figure into 15 cross 15 so that we can plot many number of figures in a single figure window. One minute. So here cars dot hist of figure size is equal to 15, 15. So plot the histogram of all the columns. Cars dot hist. So it will take all the columns. So in the data set, there are 12 columns. So it will take all the columns and display the histogram of each column. So then next one is plot dot hist of cars of MPG. So it will give you only the histogram of one column named MPG. So these are the outputs. So size of mtcars data set, as I explained, 32, 12. Then display the first 5 rows of mtcars, that is print cars dot head of. So using this function cars dot head of, you will get the first 5 rows of mtcars data set. 5 rows and all the columns. That is, there are 12 columns. We will get all the columns. Then display last 5 rows of mtcars data set. For that, we have used the function print cars dot tail of. So tail of function will display the last 5 rows of the particular data set. So then this graph, that is this figure, it contains the entire data set, that is print cars. So print cars will print the entire data set. Now if you observe the data set, so there are 12 columns and 32 rows, but actual data is 31 column and 11 columns and 32 rows. So in 11 columns, if you observe, the name of the columns are MPG, CYL, DISP, HP, etc. So all these are the features of the cars. And in this column, if you observe the first column, so here the models of various cars. So Mazda, etc. So these are the models of different cars and these are the features of all the models. So this is the data set. So the data set mtcars, which contains the features of the different models of cars. Totally, they've collected a 32 models data and they've prepared a data set and which is available in Kaggle. And these are the charts, that is the histogram. But as per the statement, the last graph is enough, but just in order to explore all, I've included all types of histogram. And this is the histogram of all columns. And even we can plot only the histogram of a single columns. So this graph gives for all 11 columns the histogram, and this gives only for one column. So here in the second part, again there are two graphs. One is without splitting the range, and the second one is after splitting the range. By using the command bins is equal to 10, we will get this graph. Without using bin is equal to 10, we will get this kind of graph. So this is about the output of the program. So now I'm switching to the Spider platform. So there we will run the program and see the output. So now I'm going to the Spider platform. Okay, first I need to copy the program. So first here I will copy the program. Then switching to Spider, and I created a new file and paste that program. Just I will increase the font size. So this is the program. So as I told, for every Python program, we need to import the necessary libraries. So first thing, from matplotlib import pyplot as plt. And for this program, we need one more library, that is pandas. Import pandas as pd. So now after importing the required libraries, so as per the program, we need to read the data set. So for that, the function is pd.read_csv and give the entire path and save that data set in another variable called as cars. Then print cars.shape. It will give you the size of the empty car data set, that is 32 rows and 12 columns. Next, print cars. So print cars, print the entire data set, that is all 32 rows with all 12 columns. Print of cars.head of, it will print only the first 5 rows of the data set. Then print cars.tail of, it will print only the last 5 rows of the data set, that is empty car. Then cars.hist, plot.hist. There are two ways. Cars.hist, figure size is equal to 15, 15. So it will plot the histogram of all the columns. Histogram of all the columns of the data set. So we will get in this data set, there are 11 columns. And so this syntax, it will plot the histogram of all 11 column in a single figure window. For that, we need to divide the figure window, that is kind of one page, into number of parts. So here we have taken 15, 15. So we will get the number of plots in the single figure window. Then plot dot, that is plt dot hist cars of mpg. So here cars of MPG, it will plot only the histogram of one column. And here we have mentioned the name of the column. So name of the column is MPG. If you include any other name, then it will give you the histogram of that particular column. So if you use plot.hist cars of MPG, it will give you the plain histogram without any extra fittings. Then the next line, plot.hist cars of MPG. So along with plotting the histogram, just we need to beautify that histogram by giving some more parameter. That is, edge color is equal to white, color is equal to green, and bin is equal to 10. So if we give like this, then the range of the values in the histogram, it will be divided into 10 parts, and each range will be separated by a white line, and the entire histogram is in green color. So this is about the code. So now I will run the code. So to run the code, just we need to click on this triangle symbol. Okay, just see the graph. Here we got the output. There are two types of output. One is the graph and another one is the value. So here we have plotted the histogram of all the columns and histograms of only one variable. So if you observe this graph, so this is nothing but the histogram of all the columns. If we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. For all 11 column, so we got the histogram in a single page. So this is the first histogram. Then we have also plotted the histogram for only one column, that is MPG. So here if you move, okay, minute. Okay, here we can save all plots. Okay, you can select some desktop, select the folder. Okay, now we will go to that desktop. So if you want to save the charts or any figures, so we can save and we can use it later. Okay, just I will close it. Again, I will come back to the spider. Now, as I told, the output has two parts. So here there are two windows. That is, one is the console window. In the console window, we will get the data, and in the top window, we will get the plots. And the left window is the editor window where we can write the program. So if you scroll down the console window, so see the output. So first we have displayed the size of the data set. Then secondly, we have displayed or we have printed the entire data set. that is print cars. So you'll get the entire data set, that is all 32 rows. That is 0 to 31 means we got all the rows. That is totally 32 rows. Then after that, we have printed print cars dot head of. So we'll get the first five rows. Then using tail of, we will get the last 5 rows. So these are the data we have got from print cars dot shape, print cars dot head of, then print cars dot tail of. Okay, now in order to observe this, anyway, we are not getting this graph, just I will make comment of cars.hist and plot.hist. So now once again, I will run the code. So now we will get, if we run the code, we will get only the histogram of only one variable as per the statement. That is as per the statement given in the program. So we need to plot the histogram of only one variable, that is mpg. So now I've commented the remaining 2 lines. Now I will run this code. See, now we got the histogram of only one variable, that is mpg, that is mileage per gallon. So for this, we have used edge color is white. That is for the each range, edge is considered as white. Then color of the entire range is green. And the entire range is divided into 10 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you won't give anything, that is bin is equal to 10, then you won't get this kind of graph. We can observe that also. So I will remove the comment for this line. Now I make it this line as the comment. That is plot.hist cars of mpg, and we have not given any extra parameter for this. So now I will run the code. So now we will get the histogram of the same variable mpg, but there is no division. So we will get the entire range, and here we can't distinguish between the ranges and everything. So instead of just plotting the histogram, better plot the histogram by giving extra parameters like edge color, and bends. Then you will get a exact graph for the histogram. So this is about this program. So I've included many parts, but as per the program, so you need to consider only this much. So just I will remove the entire thing. So as per the question given in the program, so this is the only required number of lines. So as per this, there are only 4 line code. The first line, import pyplot. Second line, import pandas. Third line, read the CSV file, that is mtcars.csv. Then plot the histogram of mpg of mtcars. There is only 4 line code. So just I will run this code. So this is the graph. So instead of getting all types of graphs, here we will get only one graph. But anyway, it is better to explore all those things like head off, tail off, then print all the histograms of all the variables like this. But as per the program, it is only 4-line code. Thank you.